Hey guys, I'm Josh Gibbons and welcome back to a new video. So if you're new to the channel, I am a 16-year-old committed as hell to living a mastered life. And I have been recently getting into the Amazon FBA business model and actually just pretty much got into the actual action, the product research. So today we're going to hop on JungleScout, which is the software that you can search Amazon. You can literally put in your own metrics and search for products which you can potentially start making thousands a month from. And I'm super excited to bring you this video because I myself am still in the early stages of being an Amazon FBA seller. So this is my first ever time getting a product together. If you look back at my channel, you'll actually see that I very recently just opened my limited company and business bank. So I'm just doing this at the same time as kind of just documenting this at the same time as things happen, if that makes sense. So today we're going to cross off my OBS and get into the product research. So if you don't know what JungleScout is and you don't know why it's good, then just literally search YouTube for a JungleScout review. There are many out there. To put it into simpler words for you guys, it is trustworthy. The numbers have been said to be most accurate out of every software out there when people compare it to their own products they sell. And the owner makes 500 grand a month from Amazon FBA. So, and he actually made this software to help his own FBA business, and look what that's done. So I brought the Chrome extension as well as the web app. We are currently on the web app, and I'm going to just show you what I've been doing to try and find products and what you can do as well if you're in the UK or whether you're in any of these countries selling on Amazon. So let's get into it. What you want to do first is obviously get on the product database. I brought the light Chrome extension and the startup web app, and that is what I'm on right now. It seems to be pretty much great, like for finding products. I can tell you that from what other people have recommended, that this is all you need to find that killer product. So let's get into it. The categories you want to select are garden and outdoors, home and kitchen, stationery and office supplies, sports and outdoors, pet supplies, and baby products. These are the kind of 6 categories that I have, from what I've seen. They're the ungated ones. So all of the other ones, you need some sort of approval to sell products from that category. So for now, I'm staying safe. And even though I know Johnny Bradley in his course that I took, it's in the description, that I can get ungated. I know how to. He teaches you exactly how to. For now, I'm staying safe, and I don't want to spend capital on getting ungated. I would rather find a product in an ungated category. So select all of those, and let's move over to the right hand side here. Select a standard product tier. You don't want oversized because that will increase your FBA fee majorly. You want to set your minimum price. It depends on what your goal is. For me, it's around 15 to 30 pounds, and I have my FBA financial goals here actually. So I want to get 2,000 a month, and the way I'm going to do that is selling a product that I get £7 profit on 285 times. Selling a product I get £10 profit on 200 times, and the different math for each profit margin that I get. Either way, guys, I'm going to aim based on the capital I've got for products around 15 to 30, and then I only have to sell kind of 200 to 300 units if I can get £7 to £10 profit, which means my capital won't run out when I'm sourcing these products, because that's what a lot of people do. They need to get so many sales, and a product is too expensive for them to buy that many with the capital they've got. So you can just follow along with the metrics I'm putting in here. So I'm going to go with 200 to 320. I'm actually going to up this to 220 to 320. It's important that you don't just stick to the same ones every time. you switch it up a bit. So minimum revenue, I'm actually going to put this at 2,000, and the reason I'm doing that is from what I've seen so far with product research is sometimes you'll find products where they're getting the sales, but the revenue perhaps isn't there. So although the math would work out with the price and how many sales they would be getting, I just want to make sure that the revenue doesn't go below 2,000, because then I won't be hitting my goal. Reviews is another huge one. Again, we want low competition, so I'm going to set my max reviews to 60, and a lot of people do this at 100. The lower the better, guys. So apart from that, you want to set your max weight to 3. That is from what others have recommended. That is 3 pounds, not kilograms. So what else is there? Change your seller to FBA. I haven't seen in the example and kind of videos I've watched, people haven't really ticked it, but you want to make sure your product is FBA. That's one of the things you have to kind of tick off when doing product research is, are there FBA sellers, or is it all Amazon, or is it all merchant? Just makes it easier. Just tick FBA right there. So another thing I like to do before we even press search is, there are a lot of clothing items when you will search. There'll be like just top after top after top, and it's just wasting space and time for you, where you could be just filtering through all the solid potential products. So during my product research, I found it is best to include all of these words in your exclude keyword section over here, as you can see. So I'm just going to type in a bunch: top, shirt, t-shirt, trousers, shorts, shoes. I'll just keep typing in all these different words that I don't want to pop up. So hat, what else is there? We've got like jacket, maybe. I know glove is that's quite a common one. They have loads of boxing gloves on there. And there's some other rubbishy words that we don't want to pop up, but as we start to search, we'll see which ones are kind of just filling up space and they're not good products. So I've pressed search here with all of these keywords and all of the filters set, and you can see we have 228 products that match our criteria, and this would be higher, but I've removed all of the clothing, so all of that kind of spam stuff is out of the way for us to really look at the good products. So kicking it off with a mosquito net, holding control and clicking, I'm just going to open new tabs on all of the products I think could be good. So ink cartridges, again, that's not really something we can sell. So in the excluded keyword, I'm going to type ink and just search again. And you'll see there were 6 ink listings. And let's go again. So leak-proof water bottle, a grill replacement parts, probably not the best thing. Replacement parts aren't going to be in high demand. Solar lights, probably not. Acupressure set, I think that's just like a mat with like spikes on it. So we'll have a look at that. A posture corrector, I probably wouldn't risk that one as it's directly impacting like someone. Imagine if it was a faulty product from your manufacturer and you've screwed up someone's posture. So we've got a snorkel. This is something that Johnny Bradley in the course, that it's the first link in the description if you're looking for a course. This is something he looked at, and we'll look at that again. A cabinet organizer, and that is what we're going to look at for now. So all I'm going to do, go over, click on the tabs I opened, and then in the search bar, change it to all departments, and then type in mosquito net. And that is pretty much the simplest keyword you're going to get for that listing that fit our criteria. So as you can see, there's the one we found, and there's a bunch more mosquito nets. I've got the JungleScout Chrome extension over here. Clicking that, and you can see everything pops up. So you can see the price, the sales, the reviews, the rank, everything. And when you do get the kind of pro version of the extension, you'll see more, but they're really not too important. You can, once you've found a product with good numbers, you can actually do all of that other stuff for free in several other places. So from here you can see one of them has crazy sales, 11,000 a month, 2,000 sales. That is mad. And overall, not bad sales at all. The only thing is these few sales here where it's like 40, 50, less than 5, 20 and 30. That's kind of what brings down this product and makes me think I'm not going to sell this. As well as the fact that one of these products has 270 reviews. But other than that, guys, these reviews are really good. Like, this is the kind of reviews you want to be looking out for. So under 70, maybe one that's over 100 here and there. And then we look at the price, and that is also where I kind of think this is not a product I want to sell. If you're just looking at the reviews, you definitely go for it. If you were looking at the sales, you might go for it, even though some are low. But the price, you see here, £3, £5, £5. It's just quite too cheap to get a good margin on it. So we're going to click off that, move on. Leak-proof water bottle. All I would say for this one is just water bottle. And I can already tell you probably know what the results are going to be like for this one, but we'll have a look at it anyway. So, Jesus Christ, guys, look at the sales. If you find a product with these sales and low reviews, just get it. 2k, 1k. When you look at the reviews on this though, 1,300, they're all pretty much in the hundreds, and that is worrying. You've got pretty much no chance of competing with someone with 1,706 reviews. The pricing, this pricing is okay. It's not too cheap, and it's not, you know, majorly where we want it to be. But because the sales are just so good, that would make up for it. So again, when you immediately see a product with a price that's lower than you wanted, and you haven't looked properly at the sales, you might cross off. But if the sales account for the lower price, then again, go for it. We're going to cross this one off and move on to an acupressure set. You want to always remember, change this to all departments, and let's have a look at this. So maybe we'll change it to acupressure mat, and we'll press the extension on that one. Okay, so I can already see the price is really good for this. So the lowest one is £8. The rest are really good. The sales, however, the top 3, they're okay, they're good. And then it starts getting into under 5, 20, 40. So you can see it really dips off. Only the top established sellers with the reviews are really doing any good. So we don't want to sell this, but when you are looking for a product, look for this kind of pricing. Between £10 to £30 is a really good place to start. Now we have a snorkel mask, and that is exactly what we're going to type in. Change it to all departments. Here where it will say showing results in sports and outdoors, click on all departments. We just want to make sure it's on all departments. Let's open up the extension. And before we get into this, I just want to say, guys, this is quite motivating. Doing product research does get boring, of course, but knowing that you're one step away from opening up this extension and seeing amazing numbers is just, that's what kind of keeps me going. That's what keeps me hooked on product research, to really put in the work and find this product and get going. Just start making passive income with FBA. So with these snorkels, the price is really good again, just like the one we just saw. The sales are really good. There's a couple with under 5 and one with 10, but everyone else has over 100 sales there. When we look at the reviews, they have too many over 100, I would say. So some with 0, some with 1, some with 7. And actually when we look at number 8 here, they have only 7 reviews. How easy is it to get 7 friends to review a product? They're getting £4,500 a month from this. So their price point is perfect, their sales is perfect, and their reviews is low. So this is really promising, a product like this. So I wouldn't recommend getting into this, as Johnny Bradley told everyone in his course. I wouldn't recommend getting into a snorkel mask as a product, because there are quite a few sellers with over 100 reviews, and it would be quite hard to compete. And again, there are quite a lot of things that could potentially go wrong. Imagine if the snorkeling mask is faulty and it's not made properly from your manufacturer, and it, causes harm to someone when they're out snorkeling. That's another kind of factor you have to remember when finding a product. That's just me personally. Other people may happily go for a snorkel mask. For me, I want to be a bit more conservative. So for our final one, I'll definitely keep going after this one. We've got a cabinet organizer. Okay, spelt it wrong. Make sure we're in all categories. And you can see here how they're kind of different. And there's the one we saw earlier, but all of them are quite different. And one that pops out to me here is a spices rack. So I'm actually going to just type in spice rack instead, and all departments. So now obviously they are all consistently the same product, and we can compare them with the extension here. So good price point, quite cheap, good sales, and the reviews are too high. So I hope you can see this guy's okay. There you go, maybe that will help. Yeah, the reviews, as you can see, 200, 500, 1,900, way too high reviews. If you can find a product that has this price point, these sales, FBA sellers over here, so you know it's not kind of patented or anything, then again, I would recommend going for a product like that. So what I'm going to do now is go back to the web app, and we start again. This time I'm going to refine my search into just home and kitchen and sports and outdoors to kind of narrow down the selection, give us less results to work with, so we don't have to scroll through hundreds of products. So as you can see there, most of the products were actually in these two categories. So I'm going to change it to pet supplies and home and kitchen, and you'll see a lot are sports and outdoors. So yeah, over 100 just gone there. Let's keep going. Some don't have pictures, and most people would probably just skip over products when they can't see the picture. But I like to take my time to read the actual listing name, because what if that is a killer product and you just scrolled over it because there's no picture? So one thing, there's a lot of these map coasters, and I can't be dealing with map coasters. So, alright, I've excluded the map coasters, no more of them. Let's keep looking. Cupcake stand. A reusable coffee cup, that's quite interesting. You've got stuff on here like Dyson. So again, all I would do, if you were doing this yourself, whenever you scroll by like a proper brand's product that you don't want, just go and search it in the exclude keyword section, and you can just get rid of it. So you're not scrolling through any kind of company's products that you can't sell. Let's keep going. So a utensil set, that's quite a good one. So here, there's no image. There is one for the exact same listing underneath it, but it is a food cutter and slicer, which is quite interesting. You've got a memory foam mattress. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm going to click on it anyway and we'll have a look. There's the mosquito net again. And okay, we got quite a few, so let's just have a look through these again. But I'll go quicker this time, so hopefully you're kind of getting into the swing of it. Sorry, I'm just looking outside. Hopefully you're getting into the swing of it. So we've got cupcake, I think they were stands. Yeah, so there they are. Go to JungleScout, the Chrome extension. Let's have a look. Pricing, too cheap. Sales are good, but they dip off towards the end. And reviews, they're actually pretty good. Apart from a couple sellers there with 100 and 200, but the price point is too low for that one. We've got a reusable coffee cup. Reusable coffee cup in all departments. Gonna look at the extension for that. we'll see price point is good. There are some lower, there are some higher, so you'd have to see what the differences were. Let's have a look at the sales. Very good sales, all above 100, only a few there. 1, 2, 3, 4 listings under 100. Reviews, too high. I'm gonna say too high. For some reason, the one with 1,500 reviews is in 11th place on the page. They're still making 800 sales, which is just, if you can get 800 sales, guys, you're set. So I'm not gonna do this just for the fact the reviews are too high and the kind of price point is a bit inconsistent. Other than that, the sales were good. Got a utensil set. And one thing you have to remember, you'll be seeing these products again and again because they don't disappear, guys. So when you're doing your product research day after day, you will be starting to see patterns, you'll see the same product, and you'll also know what products not to click on because you've already kind of got an idea of whether they'll be good or not. So the more you do it, the more you'll get better. I've only done product research for 2 or 3 days now, and let's have a look at this. So utensil set, great price point, great sales, a couple with low sales there. The reviews, again, it's these three metrics, guys, like price, sales, and reviews. That's all you really need to look at to start with anyway. So the reviews are too high. You've got a few people with over 100, but when I'm looking at this, I'm also looking at, is there sellers with low reviews that are actually still doing well? Because then you know that it's not all about the reviews. It's maybe about the quality of their listing. Maybe one of these sellers doesn't have a good listing and the one with 9 reviews does. Like, you'd think people with 104 reviews would do better than 9 reviews. So that's another thing you have to look out for. Moving on, we've got a food cutter. We'll go all departments. Let's have a look at that. Oh, went to home and kitchen. Okay. Very inconsistent price point there. The sales are also a bit inconsistent. It is strange how there is less than 5 sales in 3rd place, and again, the sales are the listings that are actually doing good have a lot of reviews there. So I would not do this. It's a bit like kind of the price point. It's like, where do you put the price? Because they've got so many different sets and different variations of this product. I personally wouldn't do it. So what is this? A memory foam seat. I'll put in. Let's have a look. Okay, so the price point is good. There's not any really low apart from this £8 one, but they're getting 8 sales a month, so it doesn't really matter. The sales are very like strange. It goes from 700 down to 8, then up to 300 and 400, but there are also ones with less than 5. So you could start this product thinking you'll be the one getting hundreds, but you'll actually just become one of the ones getting less than 5. Unless, of course, there is something really wrong with their listing. Also, the reviews are just ridiculously high, so I just saw those. We would not do this product. Finally, we've got this. It is a French press. I think that is what we're going to go for. Yeah, they're all the products. So let's have a look at a French press. Okay, I'm already seeing way too many reviews. The sales are really good, guys. Find a product with those sales and you're good. And the price point, there are some where it's too low and there are some where it's perfect. So this would be a good product if those reviews were lower. So now I'm just going to cross off and I'm going to go back up to the top. And we'll end the video off there, guys. I do hope you enjoyed my first ever product research video. It was a bit of a longer one, just really going through the kind of steps it takes, my thought process when I'm looking for products, and what you can do as well to start finding your product. If you want to learn Amazon FBA, you're from the UK, be sure to click the link below. It is the course I took that has got me to this stage, that has taught me everything I know, and the product research strategies that I'm going to be implementing for the weeks to come. I've only been doing this for 3 days, product research, so it takes patience, it takes time. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to share this to someone. Send them this video if they're just getting into FBA and they're not really sure how to search for products. Send them this way. I'm sure they'd appreciate this video, and I'm just very grateful for everyone on this video, just coming along with my journey. Thank you once again, guys. I will see you in the next video.